Chelsea nil, Nottingham Forest 1, guys. Yep. We can't beat even a bottom half team. We can't beat a team like Nottingham Forest. That too at Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge used to be a fortress. Our defense, one of the best things about Chelsea over the years was our defense, and our defense is leaking goals as well. From last season, I don't recognize Chelsea anymore, guys. I'll be honest. And without further ado, let me just get straight to the point. The first half was basically the Chelsea that we are used to being seeing, since last season till now. Possession-based football, passing the ball around, playing with the ball, but no intention to score a goal. That's the thing. We are just passing the ball. Guys, we had like 75 possession, 21 shots, and 7 or 8 corners, but still we didn't manage to score. That's the same Chelsea. If you are watching Chelsea since last season, you would know, it's the same Chelsea. Possession and everything else. We have a lot of possession, but we just don't score a goal. And each and every team out there, know how to break down Chelsea. I'll be honest, no team in the Premier League fears Chelsea anymore. They know that if they can play deep, if they play defensive and take that one chance that they get, on the counter, then they are going to win. That's the thing, because Chelsea can't break defenses. From what I've seen, a lot of young players out there, they have no idea how to break and stop on defense. If the team plays defensive, we aren't going to score any goals, guys. I'll be honest, and all the thing about trust the process, future and all that stuff, hopefully the future is bright. I get we are trying to build for the future, but the present is not bright. The present is definitely not going well, guys. And Nicholas Jackson, I don't get how that guy missed the shot. How did he miss it? If this guy shot Tupac, then Tupac could have been alive. I'll be honest, Tupac could have been alive, and we expected something different from this guy, But still, I can defend Nicholas Jackson all I want. The past 3 games, 4 games, I've been defending this guy a lot, because it was not his fault. But the shot, the chance that he missed, just went over the post. How can I defend that, guy? No matter how good you are at defending your place, you can't defend that. That was so close to the post, but still he didn't manage to score. It's just Chelsea from last season, guys. I'll be honest, that's just Chelsea from last season. But that's that. We have already lost the match. I don't know where we are going to land in the table. 15, 16, I don't know. We have already lost the match. So no point thinking about that and crying about that, So what's next, From what I have seen from this team, not just this game, from the past 3 or 4 games, one thing I understand is that, we need to shift back to the system that we are playing with in the preseason. We have to go back to 4-2-3-1. That's what I feel like. Ben Chilwell as a winger doesn't work. He is a very good left wing back. He can attack very well. One of the best attacking wing backs in the world. I'll be honest, but this guy is good at overlapping. He's not a winger. He can't take on defenders. He doesn't have the confidence. He's not a Noni Madueke. Play him as a left wing back. Don't play him as a winger, because this isn't working, Mauricio. This isn't definitely working. He's not a natural winger. He can't dribble, create chances, and all that stuff. So let him overlap. He play him as a left wing back, not as a left winger. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is not just based on one game. This is based on what I've been seeing past 3 or 4 games. And we need to start Noni Madueke, because Noni Madueke adds a lot of energy. He can dribble past players. He wants to face those players. He wants to give them the challenge. That's the thing about Noni Madueke. He's a very good right winger, not top class at the moment, but compared to all the players out there, Noni Madueke is better. This guy just adds a little bit more of that thing, when going forward. So Noni Madueke needs to start. Then play Raheem Sterling on the left. Because at Man City, if I'm not wrong, Raheem Sterling played on the left wing for Man City, and this guy was very good. So Raheem Sterling is flexible, play him on the left wing, start Noni Madueke on the right wing, or maybe we can have it this way, start Raheem Sterling on the right, bring Ian Maatsen towards the left, let Ben Chilwell play towards the wide areas, let Ian Maatsen cut deep, let him come more central, because this guy understands Nicholas Jackson better than anyone at Chelsea, guys. Ian Maatsen understands Nicholas Jackson better than anybody. This guy can unlock the full potential of Nicholas Jackson. He can do the 1-2s. He can stay close to Nicholas Jackson. So Nicholas Jackson, the thing about Nicholas Jackson is that most of the time he's isolated. So if he can have someone who can play close to him, Enzo Fernandez, guys, if you're thinking Enzo Fernandez is not the guy. I'll talk about that later on. But Ian Madsen, he can play close to Nicholas Jackson. He can release Ian Madsen. He understands Nicholas Jackson's run. So let Ian Madsen, play drift in a little more centrally. Then let Ben Chilwell, if you want to start Ben Chilwell, play Ben Chilwell on the wide areas, but Ben Chilwell as a left winger doesn't work, And Enzo Fernandez, this guy, no doubting his ability, but Enzo Fernandez is not a 10, he is an 8, I've always said that he's not the one that can add a lot of creativity. This guy is a good passer. Let him play a little deeper. Play him in a pivot with Moises Caicedo. Let Enzo Fernandez go a little forward. Keep Moises Caicedo in the number 6 position, but not as a number 10. Play anyone else, but not Enzo Fernandez. This guy will make assists. This guy will play balls, but this guy is not a number 10. He doesn't stay close to Nicholas Jackson. And that's the type of player we need. If you want to see the best out of Nicholas Jackson, we need someone who can play close to him, someone who he can link up with, and Enzo Fernandez is not the guy. So play Enzo Fernandez behind the number 10, don't play him as a number 10, that's what I feel like.